The hell is that?
This is the hell you have created for yourself.
Just standing up for my rights as a consumer.
Well, hello there. What's up? What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Long time no see. It's been a minute. We had to cancel last week. But been getting a lot of productive things done. We'll tell you about that in a bit. But first, I want to say hello to you guys. What's up, Pale Rider? Always in here nice and early. Good to see you, my friend. Chris Fisk is in the house, cheering second. Good to see you too, my friend. Johnny Cage is here, dropping those links. Appreciate it, brother. Katie's here. Katie is here. Say hello, Katie.
I'm everywhere. Hi, guys.
John is in the house. What's up, John? How you doing, man?
What up, John?
Good to see you. Miria's here. Good to see you as well. Thanks for stopping by. We got Doris in the house. Good to see you, Doris. First saw Doris on Pops' stream, so good to see you branching out. Appreciate you stopping by. We got Snowdub in the house. Hail the Cotton Connection. Good to see you, sir. Keely Chow is here as well. Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up? Wookiee Supremacy. How you doing, my man? And we got Sean Franklin here as well. Good to see you.
Amazing people here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hope you all are having a fantastic week. I know we are. We're having a great week. Everything's kind of wrapping up here on the Sunsworn as far as the production phase is going. We're going to be going to print here very, very shortly. Just to tell them. What else is there to tell? Did I miss something?
Just the tip.
Going to print very soon. So, in the next couple of days. Maybe even today. We'll see. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we got someone very special to talk about something else very special. Say hello to Passion for Drawing. What's up, man?
What's up, man? I like to say that intro might be a little too epic.
I don't really say that much about it, but boy, that intro is epic, man. It's
remember that epic scene from Terminator 2?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you feel like that?
What, the part where
where she was blown away? She had a dream. She was blown away by atomic explosion. You know,
I was thinking more like I'm ready to jump on some horses and go riding through a bunch of orcs.
Yeah.
And listen, Pale Rider, I had my pizza before the stream. Okay, I learned my lesson. One time, Passion. This is what happened. Yeah, one time, Pale Rider caught me taking a bite of pizza on stream when I thought I was muted, and I've been hearing about it ever since. It's just
you know what? You're making fun of Marinus three times. I'm sorry, 3 times. You've been making fun of Chris. Really, and you're complaining about a bite of pizza.
I don't have the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Well.
Marinus couldn't join us today. So
what about the second one? That was a better one.
We want to remember him. What, this?
That's what I call a sugar Chris.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean the second Marinus clip that you clipped just recently.
Oh, you know what? I don't even have that uploaded.
Damn, what a shame.
I can work on that while we address this. Pale Rider has taken notice to your camera angle, Passion.
Yes, this is the how to promote your book angle.
Yeah, and I don't know.
You look off into space. You're looking off into the chat, and you just look down and you just nod for like 2 hours.
Is that how it works? Does it work? Have you tried it?
No.
Is this your first time?
No, it's not my first time. No, this is just the way I have it on my table. I have no choice.
I gotcha. Well, I'm uploading something very important right now in just a minute.
I'm just
Parrot Head, what's up, man? It says sure. Red Boomer. What are you talking about? What is this? What is this Red Boomer stuff? What did I do now?
Oh no.
Was it the pizza pizza thing again?
Damn sexy Chris Evans.
Oh yeah. Or the cabbage queen, you can choose.
Yeah, this is Katie's own personal avatar here, the cabbage queen. From Soul Ion inspired.
You know, that's how you end up, because for months you're trying to tell somebody you actually eat beet, and they keep claiming that you eat cabbage. So yeah, okay, why not? I like cabbage too.
Ugh, I like cabbage or beets.
Well, before we get into discussing this awesome project you got lined up here, I want to make sure we get everyone hot and ready. So here we go. How does that make you feel, Passion?
Hungry.
That was the best answer after gay, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Wookie says Passion has the cool guy angle popping. Yeah, see? You know what you're doing.
Yeah. They see me rolling.
But yeah,
speaking cool on these streams. If you don't look cool on these streams.
Is that the key? Is that the ticket?
Yes. Well, you got a cool avatar kicking there. That's really neat.
That's the best I can do. I mean, listen, if I tried to look cool as with this face, I would probably lose, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, Pops is in the house. What's up, Pops? Good to see you, my man. Pops? Have you talked to Pops yet, Passion? You've been on there?
I have met with Pops. We've talked to him. I'm a nice guy. Cool dude.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome, dude. So let's talk about coloring the undead. Now, I can't use my typical format with this, really. But before we get into that, why don't I'll skip ahead. That's what I'll do. So let's talk about you.
Oh, okay.
What is your passion? What got you?
Never asked me that. Don't ever ask me about myself.
What got you into all this? The comics, the coloring books. What took you down this path?
Well, I mean, I went to art school, so I have a degree in art. I did other things way before this. I always wanted to be a comic book artist, but that never happened. So, and CG came around. I was doing other things. I was doing fantasy art and stuff like that. And I came around. My first project here in the CG was a coloring book. It was about 3 years ago. So I'm going on my 4th year here, I think. But yeah, it was the first coloring book. So I had planned to do a second one, but then I got starting on comic books. So I've drawn 5 projects so far. This is my 5th project. All of them together have made almost $400,000. Not of my own projects, but I've done stuff for Raging Golden Eagle and other people. And then all the sketch cards and pinups and posters I've done for people. It's quite a bit. So I've done. You probably see my art around. If you've been.
Oh, absolutely. And you were on with Mark Middleton as well, correct?
Yeah, we did Grave Robbers together. We'll be planning. We're already starting the beginning phases of doing the second issue. So he's cleaning up the script, and we've been talking about it. So he's. I know he's fulfilling right now. So he's in the middle of a move. So that always sucks.
Oh, that does suck. Wow.
Yeah, but
Wookie says, "I'm sorry, Passion. This is what happens when a troll gets banned from Twitter. It has to come out somewhere." That's all right, Wookie. Wookie's the best kind of troll.
Yeah,
he's not. He's not an asshole. He's not out to hurt people.
Yeah, I know.
He's just rolling, man. I wouldn't even classify Wookie as a troll.
I don't even remember when Wookie didn't left any kind of funky comment. Wookie's never lame.
No, I know Wookie. I've known Wookie for a while. Yeah, there's so many different arms of CG now. It's like I can't possibly, and I'm always busy. I'm always drawing every day, so it's hard to watch every show. There's so many shows now, and it's hard to get to know everybody. I recognize people's names all the time because not everybody hangs out with everybody.
Right.
So,
yeah. It is difficult getting around, especially when you're in the thick of stuff.
Yeah.
I know. I try to get out as much as I can, but between everything we're doing as well as work and having to get up early, that means going to bed early. It becomes a problem sometimes. Just trying to be out there and talk to people.
Yeah. So I decided to do a coloring book after doing Grave Robbers. I've had this project sitting on my hard drive for some time. I put some more up-to-date art in it, and I came up with some ideas to kind of spice it up a little bit and see if everybody would be cool with a coloring book. So we added some cool things to it. The proof's already printed. So
oh, nice.
So we're all, I just got to hit the button and order it. So it says February on the thing, but I'm probably going to be able to get it out earlier than that.
Ooh, nice.
So you always want to give yourself plenty of time.
Yeah. Well, that's a big plus too, man. It's printed and ready to go, folks. Did you hear that? Printed and ready to go.
Yeah, there's a kid's book with this too, but that won't take me long. I'm already halfway done with it. So.
How did you manage to get that colored effect? That it actually did you like really truly colored it with the pencils, then scanned it, and then finished working digitally, or is there some kind of effect on the brushes?
On the brushes, I'm not sure I understand the question.
Red, can you scroll a little bit up to the cover?
Yep.
Well, the squirrel looks like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually, I did not do that. It's my idea. That's my layout. But Alan Alonso did that, Howl Comics. He actually drew that because I didn't have time at the time to draw the cover. He actually does everything digital. So those are actual all digital brushes he used.
Oh, because the squirrel and the icon really look like you physically drew, like colored it and then scanned and then continue working on it.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. It looks great because there's there's kind of crayon textures you can use.
Yes.
And that's most likely what he used. He did the logo and he did the cover for this. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is a cool effect.
Yeah.
Pet Writer says, just know your red dress Chris lore and you're golden and not in an R. Kelly kind of way.
Yeah, I know the red dress Chris Gore. I've known Chris Evans for a very long time. He's it's one of the first people I ever gave me a commission.
Was this right here? Was that inspired at all by Chris?
Everybody always sees the butt. I put the butt in there on purpose, but everybody gravitates not the guy who has his nipples stitched up. They ignore all that stuff or all the real painful implements in the back.
Is this picture from the children edition or from the adult
This
edition?
is more the adult one, yeah.
Okay.
Coloring of the Undead is the adult geared one. So like
Okay.
14 and up. There's no hardcore violence. There's no nudity in it. So you don't have to worry about that. But there is, blood and guts and, kind of little disturbing things. But we don't get into like Hellraiser kind of level weird stuff.
Right.
It's more like classic horror and zombies and things
Because I was looking particularly at this one picture and I was like, if this is coloring for kids, I can imagine a 5-year-old, just enjoying.
It depends on the
getting nightmares.
I would have colored this as a 5-year-old.
I know, but you're you. Come on.
So I'll say hello to Frog G. Thanks for stopping in, my man. Thanks for
Frog
dropping
G.
those links, brother.
Yeah, this is my homage to Bernie Wrightson. So kind of Bernie Wrightson style. I tried to go with it. So based kind of off his Frankenstein stuff a little bit.
Cool, man. Yeah, well, this is a coloring book, man. You can get this one. There's a more adult-oriented coloring book as well as a kid's book as well.
Yep. You get that as we scroll down. But yeah, it's 40-some pages. It's about 42 pages of just cool stuff to color. If you like sci-fi, if you like zombies, you like vampires, you like all kinds of classic horror themes and stuff like that. It's just fun stuff to color.
Yeah, man, I see that. You definitely didn't shy away from different genres in this either.
No. Sci-fi horror is cool too.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Parrothead. Frog G is the best man. One of the best men. He says, not sure which one to get. Why not get both? Exactly.
Well, you get the deluxe set's the best deal, the best bang for your buck.
Let's talk about the deluxe set real quick.
Sure.
You have a family deluxe set and then a deluxe set.
Up at the top, it's the featured tier. So with the family deluxe, you get a book Coloring of the Undead. You get Frank Loses His Mind. That's the kids' book. That's about 20 pages. And that's for kids. That's a little fun kiddie. The artwork's, the cover for that's a little bit way down, but that's like real kid-friendly stuff. It's an activity book too. And that's meant for the little ones. It's a funny, cartoony, something you would see on like Nickelodeon or something level kind of
right.
stuff. It's not meant for that, but it's about Frank who's Frankenstein. He loses his brain going to work one day and he has to go to his other monster friends to help him find it. So it's about him going around to, we got the Wolfman, which his name is Harry. We got the creature from the last lagoon. His name is Gil. And the mummy woman, her name is Cleo. And the vampire is Bella. And then there's a zombie in it. And then there's the Invisible Man does not appear in the book. So
that's probably good. I don't know if you've heard the joke, but Superman is gay now.
Yeah, well. So
that Invisible Man joke kind of hits a little too close to home now.
Sometimes. But yeah. So so you'll get a copy of this for kids. Then you get in the deluxe set for $60, and that includes shipping in the United States. That's included in the price, so it's free shipping. Then you get this cool ass. See, I have one right here. You get this cool ass pencil case.
Wow,
that's cool ass.
That's all ready to go. Again, all I had to do is hit the order number, and then with the deluxe set only, you get a set of 12 colored pencils with it.
Aww.
To go with it to get you started. And then you get a cool shipping box, which all of this stuff will go in, which is this. This is all ready. So,
oh nice. Glossy.
So I made this special for the campaign. It's called the Colorum Mortem. And this can go on your shelf when you're done. It's like a book. It looks like a book.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
Nice.
Let's see. It looks like a book. So this will go. It'll get beat up in the mail, and it'll give it a little patina and stuff. It's kind of my homage to the Necronomicon. So cool. Not just art slapped on a box.
Right.
So
yeah, that's sweet.
How much till the campaign actually ends?
It ends. We're in our first 2 weeks. I think tomorrow will be 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
So we're in our first 2
Basically,
weeks.
you're going to be wrapping up summer around Halloween, or maybe a little.
No, we're not going to make Halloween. I got sick for a few months, and that knocked me back. I was hoping to launch back in July, but I had a physical thing going on.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to try. The date is February. Like I said, we'll probably be able to get lower than, sooner than that. I'm hopefully before Christmas. But the problem with that now is that the post office is going to be charging extra money. So I might just wait till February when the holidays are over, because now they're going to be charging extra fees.
It's going to be Halloween 2022, and by Halloween 2022, they're just going to have it all colored. We're going to be screaming for more.
Yep.
Yeah, Wookie. Superman, well, technically it's his son who's gay now, but Superman just got kicked out of the Justice League. So, yeah, I think they're just
Superman
trying to
get kicked out of the Justice League.
Well, he made a decision that wasn't in line with the government. So, this day and age, if you don't do what your government wants, you don't have a job anymore. You don't get to work. You don't get to have friends.
Oh, he didn't get vaccinated?
I don't think it was a
Justice League have a mandate?
But practically. Yeah, I was reading a story about it the other day, and it was just goddamn ridiculous. But, that's the state of modern comics.
I don't pay attention to it anymore. It's not worth our time. It's all trash.
Yeah, pretty much. So this is what you want to buy right here.
Mm-hmm.
You can do some coloring while you're waiting for other books to arrive.
Yes. And if you back the book in the first 60 days, you will get a random zombie sketch card by me. And also, if you get a deluxe set, you will get an original piece of art from the book.
Oh, very cool.
So there's like over 100 of those. So you'll get an original piece of art. So you can get 2 pieces of original art for backing.
Wow, just for backing in the first 60 days.
Yeah. So got a whole stack of them here ready to go. So you'll get those nice and shipped to you. So it's a pretty good deal. It's hard to get original art.
I really like that box.
Yeah, that box is cool, man.
Yeah, I did it just special. I still had to tweak the file a little bit more, but it came out really cool. It wasn't easy.
Couldn't find a needle strong enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Superman.
It's
just nonsense. Utter nonsense. But what's going on down here, Passion?
This is my first coloring book. That's offered in the Family Deluxe pack, and you can also buy it as an add-on. This is 100 pages, so it's a big, thick boy. This is already done. I already have copies. This is my first book. Did really well. We did almost 9,000, I think, on it originally. Nice. And this is all fantasy monsters. So you got your griffins and your giants and your dragons and all that stuff in this book. And this was a really fun book, and a lot of people really like it. So I wanted to give everybody an option to grab it again off the campaign, and it's added into the Family Deluxe set, which is like 4 books and 2 things of color pencils and 2 cases and a bunch of prints. And so this is where, like, if you have a family and you can sit them all down and just color for hours and keep them busy, keep kids busy for a little while. And it's all in one kit, so you don't have to buy.
Yeah, listen, kids need to do more coloring again. I see kids all the time. They're just sitting around on their iPads and their phones, not talking to each other, not being social, not, there's no family events taking place. This is the kind of stuff we need again.
Yeah, it's total activities for the whole family. And I've got nothing but feedback from the first book that everybody's kids really loved it. So I'm offering it again.
The problem with nowadays kids is that they really lack patience, that's coloring and on the top of that, inside of the lines, it's becoming a problem.
Yeah, Well, we need more colorists in CG, so this is a way to train the next generation.
That's a good call. And I apologize. My a-hole neighbor just, he has this habit of starting his motorcycle and just sitting in the driveway revving it. So you might hear a bit of that. Cool. Yeah, I was actually going to ask you if it was possible to still, get a copy of your first coloring book.
Yeah, you can. And if you don't want the deluxe set, you can get it as it's an add-on in the back. So, you can get the new book, and then you can get the old book too. It's all part of it. And again, everything in here is free shipping in the United States. So it's all included in the price already. It's already been figured in. So outside the United States, I've tried to give you as much a break as I can. That's really difficult right now. So
there's only so much we can do there.
And it's got to get worse. So,
Yay, one world government. Have you considered stretch goals? If you get closer to 9?
Yes, I have some stretch goals. Some of the ideas is I have the first one I want to do is a zombie scented car freshener that eerily smells like vanilla. So that kind of stuff, it'll be like a zombie. And think about a puzzle. I have an idea as a big brain zombie. I have that like sketched out and things like that. But we got to get like closer to 9 before. I wanted to front load this campaign, so to give everybody a lot of stuff up front.
Yeah,
and see how it goes.
You know what you could offer? You could offer the I don't know, 500 or 600 tier, $600 tier, and offer a set of Cintiq markers with it.
Yeah, we could do that. There's a lot of other things we could add to this. It's just, people are like, bookmarks, all this stuff. It's like you gotta, I got ideas for prints and other things, like a glow-in-the-dark print I'm working on. So We'll see how that goes. We got to get it funded first, and then once I go from there, then I'll probably start adding things. Comic books are hard to sell. So
this would all definitely make great gifts for kids. Like we have a few, but we don't have a ton of kid-friendly stuff in our sphere right now. And I think this would definitely make a great gift. You got Christmas coming up, you got birthdays, you got Christmas and Halloween for next year. Man, definitely. I'd like to see more kid-friendly stuff. And I think it needs more support too.
Yeah.
Say again?
I said I really love the line work too. I've seen a couple of coloring books, and many of them are done in a way that they are not dynamic at all. Like they are using the same brush thickness, so the lines are very boring, and either it's too boring or too complicated to color. And this is very dynamic, very lively. Honestly, I'm not a pencil fan, so I would probably choose the markers, but I could imagine going wild with this.
No, yeah, the paper's good quality. But it's not going to be totally, hold up with markers. You're going to have to use some type of, paper behind it. I always advise that. But I got the thickest paper I could, some decent paper, but it's not like 100-pound press watercolor paper. That's not it. So it's and each page is individual pages. So there isn't like an image on both sides of a piece of paper. It's one image on one side and then the other side's blank. So you can tear it out, cut it out later on or whatever you want to do. And you won't ruin the image on the other side. The thing is, if you want to save the next picture in line, you just put a piece of paper in between. So
that's really cool, actually. I remember actually being a kid and being frustrated that I had a really cool picture in a coloring book that I wanted to tear out and like hang on the wall, but there was another picture on the other side and I didn't want to waste it. So it was a real conundrum for a child.
Yeah, a lot of the real cheap ones are like that, where they'll put images on both sides. But this one it's one image per piece of paper, so it makes the books real thick. So, but it's worth it, I think, and people like that. They can just color pencils. Markers are good, alcohol based. I've tried all of them on them, tested the papers. It does a pretty good job. There's not a whole lot of bleeding, so that's good. That's what I cared most about with markers, not a whole lot of bleeding.
Right.
But it's still things are going to get soaked through. That depends on how much you push. But colored pencils and crayons and stuff like that are fine. You know, watercolor gets a little, but you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, watercolor. It's hard for anything to survive watercolor.
yeah, you got to have a special kind of paper.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think about this? Pale Rider says PDFs with brush names and color numbers might be cool to get into digital coloring.
it's not a bad idea. Yeah, I thought about making brushes and stuff like that.
Or even make like a, like a coloring pattern that you can use. I remember there are being coloring books that where you can see the numbers inside, and each number is assigned with a color. But maybe doing like a color scheme that you can use, just pick a color, right? And drop it in, or use a brush, this type of green, this type of green, this type of green.
Could do that too, like a color by numbers. Yeah, I was going to do that for the first book, but we didn't get to that stretch goal. So it was 10,000 for that stretch. So we'll do some color by number stuff. So I thought about that too. There could be, we could do this as a stretch goal to do some color by number stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's actually places that will print up canvases for you. You can, send them out, send all the pieces out. But that, again, that gets expensive and shipping and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, Johnny Cage has a point. He said Ryder doesn't have bad ideas. And welcome back, Chris. Good to see you, man. Wookie says, I seriously need to do some real work getting better at coloring. These books couldn't possibly be more perfect for that. I'll definitely be throwing my money at this. Awesome.
Oh, well, thank you, Wookie. I appreciate that. It's awesome.
And that's really amazing, because I think if you learn how to color right traditionally, then digital coloring will only improve by that.
Yeah. Like the cover, the covers were digitally colored. I used to do coloring, but not so much anymore. I'm notoriously retired.
No, better retired than never mind.
I'm working on my art more, so can't do both. It's too hard.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I don't know because I don't have any talent. But from the talented people, I understand it is a bit much to be doing both all the time.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, guys.
Yeah, it's a cool book. It's a lot of fun. It's just for fun. I can tell you the story's not real deep.
Have you maybe thought about a possibility where you connect the coloring book with some kind of little story or something like that?
Well, the kid's book kind of has a little story, so it goes through him looking for his brain.
Right.
That does have a story to it. But the coloring, they have themes. So this one's my first coloring book was all fantasy-based monsters as a theme. This one's all horror monsters, and that's kind of the theme. The next one I want to do is mythological, gods and creatures like that. For that. So I do have ideas for a lot more coloring books. They're usually themed. You can do themes way easier than you could, just doing.
Just whatever.
Just doing what random. Like, I'm not into the books where it's like just random shapes. It's like,
Yeah, I think you're definitely onto something there. I think theme books, even coloring books, is a much better way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it when you're out shopping for coloring books. What do you see? Like superheroes. You see, Star Wars. Yeah, right. It's all got a theme to it.
No, but seriously, can you imagine doing a coloring book that would be full of like superhero bodies and heroes and villains and magical creatures, in a form where they're used in actual comics? Really, it could be like a handbook for future colorists, people who would like to color and would like to train it. Because I often see it this way, that, for example, people are DMing pencilers or inkers that they are planning to borrow their art so they can practice a little bit more.
Marvel actually used to put out tried out books they used to put out, where you got the paper and how and the story and everything written out. I used to do them all the time, and they did have a color one at one point that you could do. Back in those days when I was younger, the coloring was done way different. There was no digital coloring. It didn't come into the mid to late 90s. But nowadays, coloring is so go on YouTube, and then I don't practice coloring much anymore. I do my own stuff, but you can find images of comic book art all over the internet. It's pretty easy now. Back in the day, you couldn't.
I know. I mean, in the traditional way, where you could get it as a form of a book, you know.
A book, cool. Yeah. I mean, there are some coloring books. You know, Marvel. I have some. Marvel puts out coloring books where it's literally pages from the comics. That's all they put out, and you know, because they're lazy like that. But they're you know, I have a Wolverine one, you know, because it's got some really cool line work in it, and I have it for that reason, to kind of Jim Lee stuff, go in there, the X-Men Jim Lee stuff. It's really cool, and you just color those by hand, or you can color them in computer and practice. So I keep those for that reason. I got a Spider-Man one, all kinds of cool ones.
Cool. We got the Time Prophet in the house. What's up, man? Where are the trees? I don't know. Walton has the link. Maybe he's mixing it up with some trees right now. That could be what's going on. Frog G says a comic coloring primer sounds like a pretty good idea. It does.
Yeah, it's you're gonna have to be a specific kind of person who colors comics. It's not an easy job. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, man. Chris says I painted a Star Wars coloring book brown in a Target in Nantic. Their restrooms were out of order. It's okay though. It was the sequential trilogy. Or a sequel trilogy. Sorry. Okay. I see what you did there, Chris. I hope that's a true story. Book says I remember realizing back in the day how much Star Wars was almost completely black and white with coloring books.
Yeah, they used to put out the big, large magazines, and those were all in black and white. I used to have those as a kid.
Yeah. I remember some of those like oversized, like big ass, like the size of a map book, coloring books. These are pretty cool. Power Artist says, so read a future ad on Sunsworn coloring book with basic instructions on coloring it. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought about a coloring book for that yet. Other things,
very easy. You know, the basic coloring books where you wanted to copy the styles were usually done in a way where you could see the character full colored on one page and then empty on the other one, so you could even see the reference for the colors.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
More diverse coloring books. Time Prophet, shame on you. But yeah, guys, check out this awesome coloring book by Passion. He has also got another project that we're going to discuss that's coming up.
Yeah, I sent you some DMs.
I got them.
And then there's a mailing list. You'll have to look it up. But the mailing list is live. I'm sorry. I didn't send you. I should send you the link. I'm unprofessional.
No, that's all good. Yeah, just as I say, you just tell me the name. I can look it up.
Oh, it's Tales of Noveterra. So it's Noveterra. It means 9 realms in Latin.
Ooh.
Because I'm
sounds a little bit Norse-ish.
It's well, I mean that's what all the great writers steal from. They steal from other ancient stories and languages. Right, Red?
Absolutely. Hey, spell that out for me one more time.
So it's Tales, Tales of.
I got that.
Nove, N is in Nancy, O is in Opera, V is in Victor, E is in Echo, T is in Tierra, E is in Echo, RRA.
Gotcha.
Frog G's got you hooked up, brother.
Thank you, Frog G.
Frog G got spreadsheets for days.
Oh, yeah. Wookie says a page with Darth Vader and stormtroopers. Think about what crayons you're pulling for that.
Yeah,
yeah, man. All right, so just yank this over here.
So let me give you a little backstory on this first. So I did a comic book called Doom Fate. I know a lot of people here backed it. People in the chat. So I'm primarily a fantasy guy. I'm the fantasy guy in CG. So the next thing I wanted to do was bring back a magazine. You know, a lot of people are doing magazines and that. So it's like, that's great. But I love Savage Sword of Conan magazine. It's one of my favorite things. There's also Tales of Dracula and Zombie Tales and all these big format black and white magazines when I was a kid. And they would have articles and mostly all sequential art in them. And there was the original Savage Lands comics. Those were all large format. So yeah, awesome Buscema art and a lot of other guys got their start. So I wanted to revive that because it's been dead since the 80s. So I want to do something fantasy related, and also we'll expand Doom Fate's world even more. So I got together what I feel is the 4 best line workers in CG. These guys do amazing art. They do amazing ink work. They don't need no colors on their work, in my opinion.
Right.
I just noticed that there are different styles. It took me quite a long time.
Yeah, I sent. We'll get into some preview art for it, but so I got the 4 best guys I could get. I think Doodle Bags, Joe Ball, Alan Alonso, How Comics, and Preston Acevedo. They're all doing 4 short stories. I think it comes up to about 34 pages total for all 4 stories. And they'll be doing the sequential ones. I wrote all 4 of those, and they're kind of backgrounds of stories of characters in Doom Fate. Now, you don't have to have read Doom Fate to get into this, okay? And I will be offering Doom Fate as an add-on for this magazine. It could be a jumping off point for you, and then you read the book, or you can have read the book and read this. It's not going to affect you anyway. They're kind of generic stories that have a theme, but it also helps the background of the characters. I wrote these during Doom Fate, and there was no way I could fit all this into one book. So, and it helps expand the universe, and we're going to keep going with it, and I have plans if this is successful. I want to do a magazine every 3 or 4 months. We're also doing traditional stories, it's kind of stuff like what Red Gaze does. We have Phil Diaz, Edwin the Ace, Mark Middleton, who did Grave Robbers with me, and Eddie Winkler are all doing stories about the Valerians, who are the main characters in Doom Fate, main race people. The cover is going to be colored or painted by ink spots over my pencils. It's very old school, Savage Sword of Conan look to it. I think everybody's going to like it. It's not quite done yet. And we got an interior art. Simon's going to do some pinups. Simon Poitier. We're going to have Brandon Diaz do some art. We're going to have some more people. I can't talk yet.
I think when you say Simon, that everybody just assumes Sim. Is there another Simon floating around?
Yeah, Simon's going to be doing the illustrations that go with those 4 guys' stories. So he's going to do like one picture for it that kind of encapsulates the story. So cool. You'll have a traditional story. Then what we're doing too is we're adding Dungeons and Dragons module in it, so that like if you're into that stuff, it'll be like a one-night adventure, and you'll be able to do that and play that with other players. There'll be some monster stats that are in Doom Fate and in the magazine, so that if you're into fantasy, so this is a book for all you fantasy lovers. If you like role-playing games, fantasy role-playing games, if you like these kind of magazines from back in the day, if you like comic books, if you like traditional fantasy stories, like the old Conan, the books and stuff, this is the magazine for you. It's not going to be a bunch of articles about this and that. This is all story.
Awesome.
And the idea is you sit on the shitter and you read this. That's why I don't want people curling back the cover and reading it. I want people, folding it, putting it in their pocket. That's what I want. The pages are going to be...
Maybe having grease from their pizza fall on it, Pale Rider.
Yes, there will be a D&D module in there. Yes. So Sim's going to be doing, some art for it. And we're going to have all kinds of stuff when we launch it.
Passion, I think you should slow down. You're gonna actually turn Wookiee into a decent person.
Wookiee is a decent person.
Okay.
Only one character on the page has a shadow. Yeah, there's not too many people with shadows. But they did amazing line work. We're just finishing up one story, but all the dialogue is done, and I hope this is successful. I'm going to go a low number to get it funded, but I hope we do really well with it so we can do more. The stretch goals on this magazine, because I'm going to keep the price as cheap as possible. The stretch goals are going to basically be doing issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, to get those started. And I have a lot of cool plans for those. So,
yeah, man. I think you do well with this. This is a really good idea.
Yeah, I have so much story to tell. I don't have enough time to draw it all, so I need help. And all these guys have already signed. They're done. They've already signed up to do the next issue. They want to do it again. They had a great time. If you want to show them some art, I think that get people really excited.
Absolutely.
So this is a story.
Looks awesome.
This is by this is Galen. If you read the book Doom Fate, he's the bald guy with the gray beard, and this is when he's younger. So this is how he becomes the head of the guardsmen. This is what this story is about, and it's called Opportunity. So it's about taking opportunities and running with it. So it's really cool job. It's about 7 pages, real short read, fun. I think you like it. Alan Alonso's an amazing artist, really underrated. He does a lot of stuff.
For sure.
He does a lot of stuff with Phil Diaz. So, really good artist.
Very cool. Yeah, he does the silhouette stuff, right?
He's been doing layouts, but he did the Masquerade for the first Lost pages, and then he did the Grey Wolf story for this last Magic Cop.
Gotcha.
So, and he's done a lot of other stuff. Really talented guy. Nice guy too. Good artist. And this is Joe Walls.
You know this artwork anywhere.
Yes. This one's called The Front. This is about a character called Helios. He's in Doom Fate. I don't want to say. You'll see what his ultimate fate is in that book, but this is a flashback. It's about.
I remember being 70 years old when I finished drawing this page.
Joe's actually really fast.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is about, he mentions the front in the book. The front is basically, you think about in Lord of the Rings where they go to the Black Gate and they're going to fight Sauron. Imagine if that fight goes on for 1,000 years. So it's kind of the same thing. And they require everybody in the realms to send their best and strongest to go fight. So Helios gets enlisted. He's there for 3 years. And this is basically his story about how it changed him. He was like a heroic, nice guy, your atypical hero dude. But then he goes off to this and he definitely gets changed.
Oh, nice. Almost like a mini Iliad.
A little bit, yeah. There'll be more stories with him, too. Joe really liked drawing him. So, and he has a weapon. It's this big mace, and basically he's carrying around this metal. It's like a keg, like a beer keg on a stick. He just goes.
What's the thing hanging around his neck?
That is a special amulet that's actually in Doom Fate. So that's a little homage. We will explain that in another story. But
is it going to be black and white or colored?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a really cool story. I think people like it. Joe, of course, knocked it out of the park, and I wish I could show everybody more, but his story is only 7 pages, 2 of them more. I can't show too much because
right. Yeah, obviously. So, these are all black and white, correct?
Everything's gonna be in black and white. It's all line art because I personally feel Joe's work looks best in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And same thing with Alan's, same thing with that. And then we got the Great Doodle Bags. He's doing a story called Despite Your Face. It's about Armis, who's in Doom Fate. He was the original main character of Doom Fate, but I changed it to Valeria. But he's another character. He's my Conan the Barbarian stand-in character. and this is one of his first adventures when he goes out in the world when he's a younger guy, and he's
Looks like a pleasant adventure.
Yes. So there's a little AAT in this. There's no. This is about as graphic as it gets, but
Right.
Doodle Bags just kills it. He's so good with this. So he did a real nice 6-page story, and it's kind of the story. So you guys will get into that. It's fun. These guys were great to work with.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. And then lastly, we got great Preston Acevedo. He's doing a story about a orc. He's mentioned in this, but War Commander Zoc. So this is like an orc story. So this is right up Preston's alley. And kind of the start. These are the pencils. He's going to be doing like ink washes and stuff on them. So he's a very busy man. So, but his story is going to be real killer too. 8 pages of awesome orcness. So it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. This whole idea is just fabulous.
I've been working on this for like a year. So very slowly. All the artists have been really awesome. They've had tons of fun. They've fit a page here and there in between the projects, and they've been really generous with their time. And they had everybody had a great time. So we're hoping that it gets successful and we can keep doing it. All these guys want to come back and do more of this kind of stuff, and I have tons of stuff for them to do. I have more characters I want to introduce, and all kinds of different things we could do in the magazine. Keep going with these characters, and keep telling stories about them. And I also, again, with the writing stuff, I would love to have Red come on and do a story, or Vaughn come and do a story, or just write. And hopefully one day we'll get it to where I run out of sequential stories and I get guest writers and artists to come on. And it's
yeah, man. Yeah, that's awesome what you're doing here. I dig it.
And that's how they did it back in the day, man. That's Marv Wolfman and those guys. They would just all get together and get their buddies, and they would do Conan because they could do whatever they wanted.
Right.
That's kind of what I want to do. So it'd be cool to just get everybody involved who wants to do it.
Yeah, man. Well, that's where we are, man. Yeah, do what you want.
Yeah.
The moment when you do what you want and do what you love, it's not work anymore.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I mean, the more if you do something you're passionate about, that passion is going to shine right through, and it's going to make other people passionate.
Yeah, I'm excited about the coloring book, but this like comic book wise, this I'm really, really excited about, and I really want this to work out. So, yeah, definitely please sign up. That'll give me an idea. You get a special trading card by an artist I can't announce yet, but you guys will get that. So, this hopefully we launch it in February and get going from there. It'll be probably 99% done, probably 90% done when I launch. The only thing we'll have to pay for is obviously the printing and the getting the letters done. So.
Right. Yeah, man. Well, guys, Frog G's out here dropping the links for both of these projects. Go ahead and grab that coloring book, sign up for Tales from Novatera. And yeah, Time Prof wants to know what we've done with Mario. Vinny's a little busy tonight. he'll be back around.
Quite fast. It took me quite a while.
That's when you're a real stoner, when you realize the time afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of passion going on. That's right. Well, we got the man himself right here. So yeah.
That's both these things. Especially magazine, will be leaning on all the fans and people who support this book, because I don't have a huge reach. So, but we got 4 amazing artists, and it's a cool project. I think there's nothing like it going on. So, definitely want to please spread the word to everybody, get people hyped about it. So, I would really appreciate it. If you end up not buying it or you don't want to buy it, please at least let everybody know about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you can't back, or it's not something that tickles your fancy, every share, every time you spread something through word of mouth with your family and friends, that all helps out a tremendous deal. So yeah, thank you all for doing that, for supporting these projects any way you can. Man, getting me in the mood to work on my novel. Well, work on it, man. Work on it. Yeah. Don't twiddle your
slack
thumbs.
off.
It's not going to get out there. You can't get your art and your work out there if you don't get it done.
That's right. There's always time. I hear a lot of people saying I don't have time. There's always time, man. You got 10 minutes in your day. That's 10 minutes you could be writing.
And if you're
And
scrolling
imagine
through
how
Twitter,
many people are procrastinating in front of their TV, you know, like, and I remember that feeling like you're sitting in front of TV and I feel like doing something and I don't feel like doing something, and that's the worst. That's the worst.
no, now it's the internet.
Yeah. Well, something has always stuck out to me. I used to have this friend. Well, we're still friends. He just moved, and we haven't kept a lot of communication, but we used to go hang out and drink all the time. And it was back when I was obsessed with World of Warcraft, and he would always give me shit, like every time. He'd be like, "What, dude? Why are you paying these people?" Because we'd sit there and we'd discuss our ideas and things we wanted to do, wanted to write. He was an artist too, so things he wanted to get out there. And he would always tell me, and this has stuck with me years later. He's like, "Why are you paying those people when they should be paying you?" And he was absolutely right. I was wasting my time consuming products, consuming other people's stuff when I had a ton of my own stories to tell. So if you got a story to tell, put that pen to paper. Break out your keyboard, whatever you got to do, tell it.
Yeah, and everything in Doomfate stuff I've been writing down for like 15 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, man. That's absolutely right, and I hear that from a lot of people, and me as well.
Some of it's
I don't know.
Play Dungeons and Dragons modules that I never got to do. Some are background stories of characters that I, for D&D that I never got around to do. Like, wait till I'm going to be introducing a whole new line of characters that will come into Doomfate, but they're going to all get their own book, and then the next series is all going to line them up, and they're all cool like fantasy characters that have never been done before. And those were actually all like D&D characters I wanted to create. So it's like, I'm going to flesh them out, give them a backstory, give them really cool powers and things, and make them interesting. And that'll be the next magazine. If that does it really well, it's going to be all their character backgrounds and introduce them. So kind of like more of like a Lost Pages kind of deal with those characters, but they're in the Doomfate universe.
Right.
So there'll be crossovers and things like that with them. They'll be in like Doomfate 3 probably. So I want to introduce them that way. So there's so much you can do. Just build it, and they will come.
Absolutely, man. And I think it's awesome what you're doing. You have all this stuff planned, working with other artists, getting it done, man. Getting it done.
Yeah, and I can't do it without everybody's help. That's what crowdfunding is about. I can't do it without all of you.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you, Wookie. Thank you. All you guys out here always supporting not just the channels, but the projects. And like I said, just spreading the word. Just spreading the word helps more than you could even imagine. But, Johnny Cage said, this is why we need Ryder to put out Red Dress Diaries as soon as possible. Yeah, Pale Ryder, you got a story to tell? Tell it. Goal is to finish by December.
That's actually a project that's going to get funded within 10 minutes, I guess.
I think you're right. Yeah, man, just keep working hard. Put that nose to the grindstone. John says, great show, my peeps. Time for me to go right. See, there you go. Work hard, yep. John. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate you.
Time.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up almost there. But NyRiam has something special planned. I know this wasn't the typical format for this show, but we're still gonna do the last part.
Is this the part where you make me eat ice cream on?
Yeah. It's supposed to come out of the bottom hole, the ice cream.
Yeah, we only make Joe Biden do that.
Yeah, sure. So the question is, what would be the world, or what would the world be like if it was filled with male and female copies of you?
What would the world be like if it was only filled with male and female copies of Passion for Drawing?
There wouldn't be no. You don't want to think about that.
That's the question.
You don't have any idea? You can't fathom what it would be like.
You're asking me that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, the world would probably be a lot of beards, a lot of bald heads. It would probably be. I don't know how good of a place it would be because I'm kind of sometimes bald. Let's see. I don't know. Shit would get done. I'd say that.
Cool.
But also there'd be a lot of lazy time too. So it'd probably be like a 2-day work week. We work hard for 2 days.
Aren't you electing for president the next elections?
No, I don't want to be president. Anybody who wants to be president, you should question them.
God damn it.
Passion for democracy.
Yeah.
I was
Anybody who
really
wants
putting
to
my
be
hopes
president,
into, according to those, that's two days work week.
That's a 2-day work week. Come on. But you work 24 hours. You work 48 hours straight. Then you have the rest of the 5 days off. So 2 by 5s. Let's see. Yeah, female copies. Well, I do have a sister, but we're not all that alike. So she's more like serious and everything. I'm more of an artistic type. So there'd be a lot of artistic stuff. Be a lot of Lego. I guess Lego would be a national pastime.
Could be several holidays revolving around Lego.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my god, I can imagine spending a whole week just building Lego.
I've done it. Yeah.
It's so cool. Well, it's very cool unless you forget something on a carpet.
Well, maybe it's just me. That's a question for nice people.
Yeah, Power Rider, what we were saying was you have a story. You need to tell it. Tell it right now.
I'd
Miriam,
probably be
dude,
more of a tyrant. Yeah.
when you're ready to put out your book, man, ready to get it out there, hit me up and come on the show, brother. Pale Rider says, a world filled with male and female copies of me. That would be one sexy, drunk orgy world. I can imagine.
Totally.
Wookie doesn't like the question. Says maybe it's just me. That's a question for nice people.
Are you saying I'm not nice? Wait a minute.
No, I think Wookie is being very overly critic to himself.
Yeah, that's true also, Chris. Pale Rider says, Frog G looking to have something by the end of summer 2022. All right. So the Red Dress Diaries are coming. That's awesome, man. Well, Passion, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for coming.
It's good to see you too, Reggie. It's been a little too long.
Yeah, it's been much too long. But yeah, everybody, the link for the coloring books in the description below. Actually, Frog G, if you wouldn't mind dropping that link for the sign up for Tales from Terra Nova, I'd appreciate it. If you don't, I'll get to it. But yeah, thanks everybody. Make sure you check these projects out. Spread the word. Let everybody know about them. And before we go, I just want to let you know, Wings of Vengeance is getting ready to go to print any day now. It might even be tonight. We'll see if I can work fast enough. I might be able to put a print order in tonight, but definitely in the next day or two. So these things are coming in. All the other perks, the stretch goals and everything are ordered. And if they're not here, most of them are here, but those that aren't are on their way. Actually, I just got the email for the foil trading cards were shipped today as the stream was going. But yeah, if you haven't jumped on board with this yet, please do so. Spread the word about this as well. Also, Bonds is still in demand. We got some limited copies available. So hop on that if you have not yet already. NyRiam, do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, the limited copies are still there. If you don't like it, I'll keep it to myself.
Oh, well.
No, just kidding. But I have a question for you. How excited are you from 1 to 20?
About Bonds?
I'm asking Red about Sunsword being finished.
Oh, it's true. It's way beyond 20, man. it's a relief, and it's just awesome to see everything finally coming together.
It's when the real work starts, when you got to fulfill.
Oh yeah, fulfillment's no joke.
And just like Passion, we deliver on time and we over deliver.
Try to.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody tries their best here. That's for damn sure. And I know Vinny couldn't make it today, but also Shadow of the Kraken is also still in demand. I think he said he's looking to have this finishing up, at least the arc, by the end of the year. So if you haven't checked out Shadow of the Kraken yet, which most people here probably have, but if you haven't, check it out and also spread the word. Spread the word about all these great projects. And especially today, the reason for the season is coloring the undead pick this up, get it for your kids, get it for your nieces, nephews. If you're a school teacher, spread it around there.
For
Whatever,
neighbors,
man.
for the passers-by.
Yeah, there's
We got
kids
a
everywhere.
couple backers too, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Red, for having me on.
Absolutely, my pleasure, man. But yeah, and also support the gays, of course. Get on board with that gays agenda. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for all your support. As always, you guys are just awesome. We're gonna have Passion on again soon to get more in depth about his upcoming project. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. So peace out, everyone. Have a beautiful night. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you.